Hey, Adam here. So look, if you, with a big knife here, very dangerous. If you do any type of live video broadcast, like if you do Facebook Lives or webinars or teaching on camera, you probably run into this problem where you've got camera somewhere else, like above the monitor or below the monitor, and then you've got a monitor. So it's kind of hard because, for example, like if you have a conversation on Zoom with someone, you're never quite looking at them when you're talking to them, you're looking at the camera. Or if you're looking at them, they kind of see as you're looking below them somewhere. It's a little weird, right? It's like you're always missing this connection. So just recently I saw a little gizmo called AffinityCam, and shout out to Robert and Nancy who run this business. And I saw them doing this. I'm like, what is this little thing? And when I saw how it works, I was like, man, I'm hooked. I want me one of those. So it just arrived, and I want to kind of open it up and see what's inside. And I might take a few breaks. It may not be completely all live because I have no idea how it's packaged. But sooner or later, I want to actually get to the point to show you what it looks like and what it actually does. All right? So let me open and see what's inside here. Now, I've got history of opening boxes and cutting myself in the process. So I'll try not to do that. And I got to tell you, I'm super excited. Super excited. Now, that probably doesn't always come with a note like this, but I know I got special delivery from Robert and Nancy, so look at that. Thank you. And will I read more? Anyway, thanks Robert and Nancy, appreciate this. So let's see what we've got here. All right, we've got, number one, we've got a desktop stand. All right, so this is where you're gonna put it on something. So that's number one, that's very cool. Something here, oh, this is heavy. All right, let's take this first. So this, I assume, is the actual monitor that does the thing. You will open it up in a moment. And this is heavy. All right, this is the actual stand. We'll open it up in just a moment. So lots of cool things in there. Lots of bubble, look at that. Oh, that was so quiet. Shush, I got a knife. And this is something else. I'm assuming that's something else. All right, so we'll see what's in there. All right. What do we start with? Let me start with the biggest, bulkiest thing. That's a stand. Very cool. Very sturdy. I've got to tell you this. I'm always looking at things. Will they last more than one use? And a couple of things I'm noticing right up front about this. Number one, very sturdy. All right, very sturdy. It's heavy, very sturdy. There's some zip tie thing. I'm assuming this is for cables. Robert, you're definitely a freaking engineer because I can see you already thinking like keeping cables organized. I appreciate that. I noticed those little things. Second thing I noticed that you've got a thingy to make sure that it's leveled, whatever they call the little leveling bubble. That's very cool. And then again, the first thing I noticed, this thing is very, very sturdy. So very cool. I know it's going to just very nicely powder coated. This is great quality. I'm liking it already. All right. Hi Adam. Thanks for being such an amazing person, and Bo too. I should probably say thank you, Bo, for being such an amazing person, and Adam too. So, full disclosure, when you order one of those gizmos, I don't know if they'll make personal notes for you like they did for me, but this is very cool. So, we'll see. As you can see, I'm really good at following instructions, all right? I haven't even started looking for instructions. I'm just hoping to figure it out as I go. All right. This is most likely the camera holder and possibly the camera itself. Yep, that's what I thought. So obviously, if you're doing any type of connecting online, you've got to have the camera, right? So this is the actual camera. Again, what I like is very nicely mounted. Very, very cool. And very, very nice. This is Logitech HD 1080. It comes with it already. And I'm assuming it's going to go somewhere in here, but maybe I will read some instructions eventually. Right, this is just bubble wrap. Very well packaged. I know it arrived securely. Let's see what we've got here. I've got a remote control. I'll give that one to my wife so she can try to remote control me. assuming that's for the screen. Monitor power, very good. There are descriptions here. And there is some sort of wrench. I'm assuming I will be needing this. Man, this desktop stand, nice. Nice quality. Let's see what else. We've got a white box. Let's open that. And then we'll do monitor last. So this is most likely, there we go. Hey Adam, this unit was made with love and gratitude for you. Robert and Nancy, you are just too cool. So appreciate that. And look at that. Special instructions for Adam. How to make his hair look good on camera. See, it's right there. Affinity camera makes your hair looks good. Makes your hair looks good. Polish English. All right. All right, so let me just, before I even assemble this whole thing, can you see this? So this is like reflecting. So essentially what it looks like, you've got a camera behind this little gizmo. And I guess for a lack of a better description, it's kind of like a teleprompter, but way cooler than a teleprompter because you get to use it for teleprompter, but mostly live conferences. So where you see glass in here right now, when I turn the puppy on, I will actually see whatever is displayed on my computer. So I will see a reflection of another person I'm talking to, whatever it is, all flipped the right way up so I don't have to adjust anything. Man, I'm just super excited. So should I read the instructions now? Oh, check this out. So look, I love this because it comes with, you know, all instructions how to assemble it, very nicely printed. All right, assemble procedure. Very cool. So I should probably read this first before I screw anything up. All right, so let's see. There's a little screw set. All right, you know what? Let's pause this. Let me assemble this a little bit. So essentially what I'm assuming is this. Look, this little puppy is that little assembly box that I just need to put it together. It's not complicated, it's just flattened for shipment. All right, it's pretty cool. This, as you can see, it's 13.3 LED monitor. It essentially sits at the base of this, all right, supported by the stand. And as I showed you earlier, there is a camera in here that, as you see in this picture, goes behind. So I'm gonna assemble all of this, and then I'll turn the camera back on in a few moments so you can see what it looks like when it's assembled. All right, see you in a few. All right. So look, I unboxed this whole thing, and now I'm gonna actually, again, take a pause and put it back together. But I want you to see what it looks like. Well, if you can just zoom all of this, I'm gonna walk them through it. So again, this is the finished thing, right? You've got an assembly, you've got a monitor over here, you've got a screen that's going to be displaying my image back to me, you've got a camera behind, you've got a stand. So I've got all of this. This is obviously the stand. This is the box assembly. I'm gonna put it together in just a moment. This, by the way, is very lightweight, but very nice quality. I love this. I mean, everything just feels very, very sturdy. And that's the actual monitor. All right, so again, I can see the monitors in here, and then it's got the glass in here most likely as well. I have not disassembled it yet. I'll do it in just a moment. And my first step will be to put the monitor on the stand and then put the box around it, and then I'm really good to go. I'm assuming it's gonna take you about the next 3 to 5 minutes to put it together, and I'll be golden. All right, so let's take a pause. Let me go at it, and I will visit with you in a moment when I'm done. All right, so I did step one, which essentially I took the monitor and put it on the stand. By the way, this was super easy to do. He's got it all figured out and aligned. As you can see, I'm gonna show you in a moment, there is an actual glass thing, all right? I'll show you that when it's assembled in a moment. But just in case you think you're smarter than the average chicken and can figure it out at home and do your own little, homemade jerry-rig assembly, here's the thing. The way that Robert has engineered this whole mount in here to fit is perfect. Now, here's my next step. I'm gonna put the camera to attach to this. By the way, he's got additional attachments. You can actually put a big old Canon camera. He's got a hole where you can put your iPhone behind if you want to do, or any cell phone if you want to use it for cell phone use. But here's the clever thing. Look, he's already thought of this. You see that? He's got a little button in here, and all I'm gonna do is slide my camera. Ta-da! Check this out. You see? That's why you don't mess with stuff like this at home by yourself. You just buy it from the pros. All right, let me put the box around it and I'll meet you at the next step. All right, so 3 minutes later, this puppy is coming together. Look, this is my actual monitor. This is the camera. This is the glass, which allows me to see my image once it's put together. Now, look how quickly this comes together, all right? I'm putting a couple of side pieces here, all right? This is my assembly for it. This is my second piece here, all right? And there are a couple of set screws, and essentially, this whole thing just clicks together. Okay, that's it. Then we've got the top that goes together. And then you've got the last piece, which is sort of like the light blacking out piece. So it makes sure that, there we go, let's slide it in there. And ta-da, there is my little gizmo put together. Again, you can't quite see the camera in there, maybe a little bit. Next thing is I'm gonna plug it into my computer, turn the puppy back on, adjust it, so make sure I've got the right camera angle, and I'm good to go. This is now my feedback monitor. I can use it to actually work and see if I want to, but most importantly, I'm using it primarily because I do so much coaching, so much conferencing, so much video podcasting, that to actually be able to look at the person I'm talking to in the eyes and actually look at the camera at the same time, rather than having to do like this, head bobbing thing. Man, I just can't wait to actually see it in practice and use it. All right, that's it. Next step, I'll see you in the office. All right, so look, I've got this all assembled, and what I wanted you to see is actually what it does. So look, I primarily work when I work in my office, all right? Which I do a lot of magic in here, but this is where I actually come to like deliver on the goods, right? This is why I have conversations with clients. So I typically work out of my laptop 100% of the time, all right? Now when I have conversations, I want to see a little bit bigger feedback. So look, this is what I'm typically looking at, right? So I would have a conversation with clients, and here's the big problem. Here's where I see my clients, here's where I have to look at the camera. So it's like constantly, if I'm looking at the clients, I'm never looking, if I'm looking at the camera, I'm not looking at the clients. This will fix that problem. So I'm gonna get rid of my feedback monitor, actually completely, I don't need it. I'm not a geek, I don't need 7 monitors. Well, I am a geek, all right? But if you're working on 3 monitors right now, or 2 monitors, I promise you, you're doing work that you shouldn't be doing, all right? So I just like working on 1 monitor. This is my magic. This is only for coaching via video. All right, I'm gonna plug it in, show you what it looks like in a moment. All right, so we are back. Check this out. It's already plugged in. That's all I really need. And hey, you know what? You might be thinking this is not the sexiest thing looking on my desk. And you know what? I might even agree with you, but I really do not care, because what I care is that when I look at this, I don't have to look down. I don't have to look anywhere else. I'm actually seeing myself. I don't know if you can bring this a little closer. I'm actually seeing myself right there. And look at that. I'm looking at myself and I'm looking directly into the camera, which is behind the glass. All I needed to do is I plug the cable, I turn this puppy on, and it's good to go. Now I've got a little ugly old microphone, which actually is a very good microphone. It's just kind of the stand for it is a little engine. I've got to upgrade that. Look, you want to go to AffinityCam. I think it's AffinityCam.com. If you end up getting one from Robert, which I think you should, let him know that I sent you. I think we're good to go. I'm super excited to actually test it in real conversations with clients. This is going to be a game changer for me, because I actually get to see people when I talk to them. Man, I can't wait to test it, all right? By the way, if you are looking at this and you're doing a lot of coaching on camera, I promise you, get yourself one of those. Then when the two of us connect, you're gonna immediately see the difference in the conversation versus the constant head bobbing. Robert, Nancy, AffinityCam, this is absolutely genius. Super excited to have gotten one. Take care.